So where do people work in Cambridge, Massachusetts? In this video, I'm going to identify the top 15 employers in the city. Stay tuned. So Cambridge, Massachusetts is known for Harvard and MIT. And many times as a real estate agent, I'm asked, well, where are people working in Cambridge, Massachusetts? So I thought in this video, I would run down the top 15 employers in the city of Cambridge. And this list is based on information from the city of Cambridge through the end of 2019. So of course, it's always changing. We'll see what the stats look like for 2020 in due course. But here we go. So number 15 on the list is AKAMAI Technology or Technologies. And AKAMAI just opened a brand new, beautiful office on Broadway outside of Kendall Square. And I get the feeling that although the city reports over 1,600 employees at AKAMAI, that with this big, beautiful new office in Cambridge, the number of people working at AKAMAI in Cambridge is going to go up. So watch for this one to rise up the list. But right now it sits at number 15. Number 14 on the list is DRAPER Laboratory with also just over 1,600 employees. And they're based out of Technology Square, just outside of Kendall Square. Number 13 on the list is Google with 1,700 employees. And Google as well has been doing an office expansion in Kendall Square. And I expect the number of people in Cambridge who work for Google to go up. 12 on the list with their office on First Street in East Cambridge is HUBSPOT, a marketing software company. And number 11 on the list is the Broad Institute on Broadway near the MIT campus. And they have just over 1,700 employees as well. In COVID times, they've been doing a lot of testing and adding staff to do that. As I make this video in early September, they've just completed analyzing or doing their millionth test. So I'm sure they're going to be adding staff moving forward. So they sit at the number 11 spot. Number 10 on the list is Sanofi, a biotech company with just under 1,800 employees with several buildings, with the primary one near the Charles River at the foot of Sydney Street. Number 9 on the list is Mount Auburn Hospital. They also have just under 1,800 employees. Our daughter was born there. We were in the emergency room this past weekend. And so many times people find reasons to go to Mount Auburn. Number 8 on the list is the Cambridge Health Alliance. They're primarily based at Cambridge Hospital on Cambridge Street, and they have just over 1,800 employees. So 9 and 8 are healthcare companies. Sitting at number 7 is the Cambridge Innovation Center with 2,200 odd employees or people who work here. It's a startup incubator, and their building is at the foot of Broadway, right near the Longfellow Bridge to Boston. Number 6 on the list is Novartis Institute for Biomedical Research. And so obviously another big biotech company, and their building, as I recall, is at 250 Mass Ave. It's that big, beautiful new building with the unique screen that masks some of the windows from view from street level when you look up at it. Number 5 on the list is another big biotech company, BIOGEN, with close to 3,000 employees. And their primary building is on Binney at 6th Street. And then at number 4 is TAKEDA Pharmaceuticals with 3,000 employees, another biotech company. Their primary office is in Central Square. I walk by it actually every day in COVID times on my daily walk. And so they round out the biotech companies in this list of 15. We get down to the top 3, and it's no surprise. So sitting in the 3rd spot is the city of Cambridge itself, with 3,256 employees by last count. And, it's primarily going to be that the city of Cambridge has people working in Cambridge City Hall in the heart of Central Square. The Cambridge Building Department is next door in the Lombardi Building. Of course, there's other city of Cambridge buildings where employees work, but many employees for the city of Cambridge work out of Central Square. Number 2 on the list is the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. MIT is employing some 9,300 people, and it's one of the 2 big higher ed institutions in Cambridge. And that brings us to number 1 on the list, which I realize I'm wearing on my shirt today. My alma mater, Harvard, sits in the number 1 spot as an employer in the city of Cambridge with over 12,500 employees. So what's really remarkable is how Harvard and MIT, the 2 of them together employ over 20,000 people. And that more or less equals or exceeds the total number of employees in the other companies in the top 15. So it's really an amazing reality to what extent Harvard and MIT play such a big role in the lives of so many people who live and work in Cambridge. What's great, though, is when we look at the top 15 in Cambridge, there is some diversity. So we've got 4 companies that are in biotech, 4 in software or the internet, if you will, a couple in research and development as labs, a couple in healthcare, a couple in higher ed, obviously Harvard and MIT, and then 1, the government. So what's good for Cambridge as a place is the diversity of employers and the fact that there are different ways people are making a living here, so that the city is not tilted entirely in one direction. And of course, even in COVID times, Harvard and MIT are not going anywhere. They're big institutions with large endowments, and the city is blessed to have them in city limits so that they continue to be part and parcel of the economy of the city. I know we're all looking forward to getting through COVID times so that these offices, these employers, and all the others in the city can get back to some new normal. But as a real estate agent, I've been fortunate over my 20-plus year career to work with buyers and sellers associated with most all of these companies. And it's a pleasure and a privilege to be of service to people who work in these companies who are looking to buy or sell in Cambridge. If you're looking to buy or sell in Cambridge, be sure to text, telephone, or email me. My contact information is noted below. I'm here to be of service in helping you buy the right home or sell for the best price, or simply answer your questions about the market, your home, and the community. My name is Charles Cherney. I hope that you have found it interesting to learn about the top 15 employers in Cambridge, and I look forward to hearing from you. Take care.